Hello everyone, how you guys are doing and welcome back to TC YouTuber. So today we are going to explain another movie, Bollywood movie of 2016 called Dear Zindagi. So this movie has a lot of psychological aspect in this movie where psychology, psychologist, therapy, counseling, all these things are mentioned, and also most importantly that why these things come into play in our life when we go through bad times, a very tough times, depression. When we go through these phases, then we seek help. So all these things are mentioned in this movie, and I hope you will enjoy. So I will explain this movie in parts so that I will not miss any important points. So let's start with today's part. So let's go. So this movie revolves around a girl named Kiara, and she is the photographer who works in many different advertisement parts and also other things, but her aim is to work in a movie. So we can know that she is a determined and she has goals to achieve in her life. And then we can also see a person with her who is working with her, and he is the producer, and they have a very friendly tone with each other, and we can see that he is also trying to flirt with her, or they already have that kind of connection with both of them. They connect both with each other, and we can see them talking. Indirectly he was trying to ask her to know about her, and that what are her feelings about him, like do she find him attractive, or like she wants to be with him in a relationship. But every time this type of question or topics come, then Kyra was ignoring all of it, we can also see, and he was also noticing the behavior of hers. And also when she was talking with him, a phone was coming, and it was by Sid, and she was getting uncomfortable when this call was keep coming. And from here we also got to know that Sid is someone important in her life, as she was ignoring him and maybe he is her boyfriend. So this thing was going on, and we can see that Kyra was talking to Raghu, and this guy's name is Raghu. So she was talking to him, but she was not very close, or she was not very open to him, and he was trying his level best to talk to her openly, and he want to clear out things, but she was not. So yeah, that kind of conversation was happening, and after that she went to the flight, and we can see that her mom was calling her, and she was being very irritated that why you are calling, or like I am in the flight, so the flight will take off, so I cannot talk with you right now. So she was behaving in a way where she was not interested, she was feeling irritated. So this was her one of her trait that we can notice from the beginning itself. So after her call ended, she just sat and she was just scrolling and just watching things on her phone, and she just ordered randomly. So like she was not very focused, or something was there, we can notice this from the very beginning only, and she was not feeling very good. And Raghu also came and noticed her, saw her, like is she fine or what, but she was not giving any kind of interest towards him, so he just left. And after that they reached their destination, and Raghu asked her that can I also go with you to your room, and she said no, I am very tired, so I have to look for things, so not now, okay. And he said okay, it's fine, and then he left. And when she came to her room, her housekeeper was already there, and we can see that she was very friendly and open to her housekeeper, and because she was very warm to her, and the housekeeper was also very good, very kind. So then she came and she was all relaxed, she was like okay, I am home now, I am free now, and she was just acting herself. So and her housekeeper was asking her about things, how was your days and whatever, and she was just being herself at that time. So this does not mean that she is a very rude person or something like that, but she has some things to some people and she acts differently to some other people, but she is not a bad person overall. So this is one point that we can notice here. But after that, we can see she was having dinner with Sid, and here it is confirmed that Sid was her boyfriend, and they were talking to each other, and Sid was very eager to talk to her and asking many different questions. But on the other hand, Kiara was not at all interested, and she was showing that okay, like she was giving short answers and she was not very interested, we can see from her look. And after that, she was saying that I need to use the restroom, and she went. And then after coming, he Sid was waiting to talk to her more and talk to her about good things. But then Kyra gave a very big news. She said that, see, I have like dated Raghu. She said that, and she was like silent. And at that moment, Sid was also very shocked, and he was just staring at her like what she's saying. So basically, Kyra betrayed her boyfriend Sid, and this was not at all good thing, because Sid had done nothing wrong with her. But this thing shows that Kiara has some problems, has some issues with her, that after knowing also she just did this thing. And then she also apologized to him, but everybody knows that this is of no use. Saying sorry after doing this thing is no use. But she wanted to end the relationship also, and we can see that thing from the scene itself, because she was direct. She did not hide it from him, or she could have been in affair, but she did not do that. She directly said to him, confronted him, and she left. And she said that, okay, I will leave now, I must be leaving now. And he could not even say a word to her because he was so shocked. And she, by saying that and sorry, she left. But after even doing this thing, after even saying what she wanted to say, she did not feel good. As we can see this from her expressions, she was not feeling good about it, and she was just distracting herself from whatever happened. And yeah, it was overall, even though she did what she wanted, but she was not so sure, or she was not very happy with whatever decisions she took. So after that, in the morning, she went out with her friends for a jog, and she was all fine with her friends. So here, this is one important point, guys. As I have mentioned before, that with the housekeeper, she is very warm, kind, and friendly. Similarly, with her friends also, she is very kind, warm, and friendly. Like, she have no issues with them. She does not get angry very easily, or she is not like with the boys that we have seen so far. She was not acting very interested, or she was not opening up. But here with them, it was not. So these are some points, guys. We need to also think about ourselves, like, do we do this? Yes, we do this. We act differently with our close people, but the thing is that with whom we want to do this, and with whom we do not want to do this, is very important. And also shows that is there any issue because of this. Because for example, we see that Sid was her boyfriend, so he was an important part of her life. But with him, if she is not comfortable and she did this thing, so this shows that there is something wrong with her, not him. So that's what I'm saying. Okay, so in this scene, we can see after having a jog, one couple was going, and then Kiara got hit by the shoulder, and then she was so frustrated, so angry, that she just shouted that, are you blind in love? What you are doing? You can't see someone crossing the road or walking? And they said sorry to her, but she was uncontrollable. She was shouting, and her friends has to stop her, and she was saying that I just hate couples, why they act like this, and all these things. So this points also that shows us that she has some problems with her. That's why she is acting all these things regarding love, relationship, couple, and not on the other things. So basically, she is not a bad person, but in some area of her life she has some issues. So after that, we can see some she dealing with her work, with people. And then also one boy from their workplace, he said that I will be leaving now because I have to visit my doctor. I have appointment for the psychologist. So Kiara asked him that what, like, why do you go there? And he explained to her to convince myself to have faith in myself more, because he was not straight, so he have to accept that himself, and after that only he can confidently walk towards the society. So he was explaining that to her and she just listened to him. And after that, coming home, her father called her up and asked her for a photo shoot that was happening at her father's friend place, where there is a new opening place going on and she need to come there to have a photo shoot. So she just agreed reluctantly. She didn't wanted to go, and they stayed in Goa. Her family, mother, father stayed in Goa, so she didn't wanted to visit there. So here also it shows, and earlier also we saw that she was not talking nicely with her mother, so she has some issues with her family also. So relationship and family. So yeah, after that she said, expressed her emotions to her friends, that I don't want to go to Goa, but I have to go, this and that. So all these things were going on. But then she suddenly got a message that she has some opportunity to work in New York with Raghu, and she got so excited with that news, because that was a movie, and this was her dream to work for a movie. And also this says that she does not have to go to Goa because she has a big project to attend. So she was very happy at this, and she was just dancing and celebrating. And after that, next morning she goes to her work as usual, and there her friend sees her that her friend was pregnant. So she was very happy for her friend, and they were just talking, and Raghu came and said that congratulations, and asked her that are you ready to go into New York and grab some new opportunities. And Kiara was very happy, and she asked him that what do you like, have you picked me up because I am like good to you, or have you seen my talents? So he said, no, I have seen your talents, and based on your talents I have taken this decision, so don't worry about that, and let's do a good work. To celebrate, they went to a club, and also Raghu had to leave in few hours for abroad because he has some work there. So they were talking, Kaira and Raghu were talking, and Raghu, we can see that, was trying to talk to her again about the relationship, about being serious, and like he just wanted to confirm that how deep their relation is, or how much it is working out. But she always ignored this question, and somehow she manages to talk about something else, or she does not give a to the point answer basically. So yeah, this thing was happening, and then they were just talking here and there, and she also said to her that you just can tie up your hairs because you look so beautiful then. And she exactly did that, and she was saying, how do I look now? And he said, very beautiful. And then one guy came to her and approached her and asked her that, can you dance with me? And then Raghu said that no, she's talking with me. And then that guy just left. And after that he said to her that, see Kaira, I want to say to you something, that the project that I will be working on from today, so there is a person who is my ex-girlfriend. So after hearing this thing, Kaira got very serious, and all her smiles and everything disappeared, and she was acting cool, but everybody can see that she was not feeling comfortable at that moment. And he was saying her that, I just wanted to say this thing because if you will know this thing from others or have rumors, then it will be bad. So that's why I just say to you beforehand only, but there is nothing else going on, so don't worry about this. And he again very nicely asked her that, hey Kiara, everything is fine between us, right? Like our relationship, our connection, it is good, right? But she did not give a proper answer to this again. And then she just said that, okay, you have to leave now, right? Because it's getting late, so you can leave, it's fine. And without saying a proper bye or goodbye, she also went and she untied her hair, which he asked her to tie, and she just left, and she said that okay. And then she went to the guy who approached her and she started dancing with him, and Raghu watched her doing all these things and standing from afar, and he was not feeling good. And then he also left and she was just continuing dancing and everything, but she was not feeling good again. We can notice this thing. Even though she was dancing, partying, no, it was just external. Internally she was not fine. And after that she left with her friends, and then she was in a bad mood, and her friends were saying that he's such a good guy, why do you don't talk with him nicely and all these things. And she was not replying anything, and they were just explaining that he is a good guy, you should be with him. Next day she went to the supermarket, and again she stopped where a food product was there named Raghu, and she was recalling about her so-called boyfriend. I don't know if I have to call him her boyfriend right now because that's a different state, but still the person that she liked. And here this is also important to notice that it is not that she does not like the person she talks to, or build connection with. It's not like that, but the thing is she cannot have commitment, she cannot commit in a relationship. So that's the thing that we are seeing till far, till this much. And her friend was also teasing her, saying okay Raghu, you should buy Raghu and all of these things, and she brought also. And then while eating she was missing him, so she texted him, and all of these things were going on. And in the next day she was again busy at work, she was working, and then her friend call came, and she picked up and said, oh, I've almost forget that I had to meet you, but it's okay. And her friend said, no, it's fine, I am coming to your place, so we will talk there. And after that she when her friend came, she went there and she was in a very bad mood. Her friend told her that Raghu just got engaged, and listening to this, Kyra's world felt upside down. So what will happen now? How Kyra will react, and what are the things that going to unfold as we move forward in the story? We will get to know this in the next part. So stay tuned till then, and let me know how do you like. Have you watched this movie? What's your perspective? What's your opinion? Just let me know in the comments. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye guys.